Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jo, this is Joey Sewy, and today I've got a fabric haul and I'm doing it in a different location and I'm doing it with a different person.
Hello, it's me, the person.
So you may not have seen him for a very long time. It's Felix, who when you first saw him was this big. No, but you're 12 now and he will have been about 8 or 7 when he was last on the channel probably. Anyway, people were asking about him. He was very interested by this, so he said he was going to sit next to me for as long as his attention span lasts, probably not long, while I do this fabric haul. So,
I'm making
fabric.
I'm making an exciting cameo.
Aha, that's what he's doing.
This is what the fans want.
So, fabric, Felix.
Fabric.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
Okay.
I won't put you off.
It is exciting. Right. So, I'm going to just get straight into it. I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fabrics to share with you. I went shopping in Leeds about 10 days ago when I was supposed to be there for a conference. I was there for a conference. I did do conferencing, but also I was near a city. It had fabric shops. The inevitable happened. So 4 of these are from Fabworks, and the first one I'll show you, just because there's only one from this place, is from B&M Fabrics, which is on Leeds Market. So this is a beautiful viscose, drapey viscose fabric in a teal colour.
Can you get bargains there? It's B&M Fabrics.
Well, I don't know, maybe there's a copyright claim on B&M Bargains, which if you're in the US, B&M Bargains is a discount store in the UK. It is called B&M Fabrics. Anyway, so it is a lovely teal colour. It is quite similar to the wall behind me. By the way, the reason why I'm in a different location is because I didn't say that. I told you were going to distract me. I'm very easily distracted. It's easily done. Anyway, everyone was also asking for a house tour. What I've decided to do is, going forwards, for as many rooms as it lasts, and we do have quite a big house, so there'll be quite a few rooms, I'm going to present a video from a different room. I'm going to do my sewing stuff because we're all desperate to do sewing, but I will then at the end of the video show you around this room. So this room is my entrance hallway, and we have this bench on it so people can sit and put their shoes on or present fabric hauls. Back to the fabric. So it's a drapey viscose. It's a very lovely colour. I got 2 metres of this. It was £4.50 a metre, which is quite bargainous, although viscose can be cheaper than that. I think it's going to be, what do you think I'm going to make out of it? Guess.
I don't know.
Have a guess.
I did textiles, but we didn't make any clothing, so I have no idea.
He's not even guessing.
I don't know.
I might make a play suit out of it, which probably you would have had to guess for the rest of your life, and he wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
Which is a short jumpsuit. But I don't know for sure, but it was a great colour, so I couldn't leave it behind. But my current thought is it's a summery play suit is what I am thinking for that. So that is fabric number 1. You see there? You can hold that. The next 4, all the rest of them are from Fabworks, which is in Dewsbury. If you haven't been there, go immediately. Although not on Sundays because they're shut on Sundays. They're great. It's a store. They have an online shop as well. So all of these are probably available online, and I will try and link them if I can. So the first one is this fabric. Now, I don't know, I have the receipt, I don't know exactly the composition of this. It says it's called Strawberry Cheesecake, Crinkle, Check, Linen and Cotton, and it was £8 a metre. So it's kind of a cotton gauze, I suppose. I'm going to unfold it so you can see that it's fairly transparent, because I don't know if you can, we can still see you through it, even if you can't still see us through it. It's quite a classic check. This fabric, I have already sewn with this fabric, so I already know what I'm going to make with it. Do you know what I've made with it?
Did you make a t-shirt?
A shirt.
A shirt. I was close enough.
Close enough. You will see that soon. I got 2 metres of it, and I've got just over a metre left over because I made a quite a cropped shirt. But the strange thing is, so this has been washed and it's been ironed, and it crinkles itself back up whether you like it or not.
It's called crinkle fabric.
Yeah, I know, but even after you've ironed it, it just stop looking at it for 5 minutes.
Point? It crinkles. You had the label. Read
Right,
the label.
okay, yeah, I should have read the label. Why am I surprised? I don't know. You're not surprised?
Oh no.
No, he's not surprised. I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised because I don't think it was crinkly when I bought it.
Well,
Which is probably why
because
I
it
was
was stacked on under the other fabrics, so it couldn't crinkle.
Maybe. Also because sometimes fabrics are treated to stay flatter before you buy them. And then when you wash them,
They look
the first
more
time,
appealing.
maybe. Anyway, it's lovely. It is a pinker red than maybe it appears on camera. Look, I'll just put it over his face. It's a pinker red than it maybe looks on camera. And I chose that because in my colour palette, any reds that I use have to be a pink red rather than an orange red. So choosing reds online I have found is so difficult, and now he's disappeared. It's like magic. I've made mistakes quite a few times in the past couple of years since I've been paying attention to my colours. So I kind of need to vow to not buy reds online because it's just so difficult. But this is good. It's kind of a raspberry red, and one day soon, well, that's not magic. We're not very good at being magicians. Luckily, we're doing something else. One day soon, you will see the shirt in a roundup video of what I've been making in May, probably. I mean, you know most of it. It was stuff to go to Buckingham Palace. But, so there you go.
I think the
Shirt.
shirt was nice, from what I saw of it.
You think the what was nice?
Shirt was nice.
Good.
From what I saw of it.
Well, you haven't seen it on me yet because
I saw it halfway through.
Good. Thanks. I'm glad you think
Nice
it's nice.
flowers.
So, fabric number 3 is another one that surprised me. Ready to be surprised?
No.
Okay. He's at that age where nothing will surprise him. I could set a bomb off underneath him and he'd still be cool about it.
I know everything.
Ah, is that it?
Yeah.
Right. It's this fabric. So, I'll tell you one thing that surprises me about it. It's a neutral. I mean, look at the colours I'm wearing. Look at the colours I've just shown you. And then I'll bring this.
That's my colour.
That's your, yeah, that's his colour. It's emo colour. Anyway.
I like my brother.
Have you got one?
Yes.
Anyway, what surprised me about this is this was definitely not crinkly in the shop. I'm actually okay that it's gone crinkly, but it definitely wasn't crinkly in the shop.
Can you decide what you want?
No, a lady reserves the right to change her mind. And I'm a lady.
Okay.
So I'm going to get a little bit closer because it's got two sides. It's got this side, which is like a satin finish. It was never a super shiny satin, but it's a satin finish. And then it's got the other side, which is a much more matte woven finish. Now, quite clearly, the matter side is slightly lighter. Let me get them both in. So you can see there's a colour difference. The matte side is clearly supposed to be the inside, and the shiny side is supposed to be the outside. Now, even when, and I think possibly why it's gone crinkly is because they might be bonded to each other. Having a look at this now, I'm not sure. Anyway, I got 3 meters of this. Again, it's from Fabworks, and don't miss that, please. Let me have a look. I think this is sold as linings, and it's £5 a metre. Yes, because I got 3 meters of that. So it's sold as a lining and it's £5 a metre. And if I can identify which one, I will put it in the links down below. So I've got 3 meters because I want to make a jumpsuit out of this. Now it is a neutral colour, but because I love colours so much, I'm quite often a magpie when I'm shopping, and so what I've got in my wardrobe is colours and colours and colours. And I don't have lots of neutrals, so this is one of my neutrals that I literally, on the colour card I've got of things that suit me, and I literally have nothing in this shade. So whichever side I use, I'm not sure which, I don't have anything in this colour, and I would like to, because I do like the colour. So it's going to be a jumpsuit. I'm not sure which jumpsuit pattern yet, but that's what I have in mind for this crinkly satin or not satin. Okay, fabric number 4 is this. It's basically white denim or white cotton twill. So if you can see, there is denim weave on it. It wasn't sold as denim because I asked for white denim and they said, oh, I'm sorry, we haven't got any. But they did have this, so I'm not sure what that was about. It is, well, I suppose it's just a twill rather than denim, and maybe some of you know the technical difference, but I don't. It was £6 a metre and I got 2 metres, and I want to make some wide leg white jeans, definitely. I am thinking possibly the Lander pants, which I've never made before. They have a button fly front, and I have heard good things about that pattern. But if you've got any suggestions for wide legged jeans, I would love to hear them. That would be great. I could always make the Jenny trousers, but I feel like I'm doing nothing but making Jenny trousers because it's a pattern that works. They're a closet core pattern. So there you go, we have white denim, and again I will link it down below if you're interested and if I can find it online. Thank you very much, beautiful assistant.
Fabric boy.
Fabric boy. What would your superpower be?
Boy of the fabric.
Yeah, but what would your superpower be if you were a fabric boy?
Fabric.
It would be fabric. Could you just magic fabric up out
Fabric.
of midair?
No, just fabric.
That makes no sense.
Fabric.
Yeah. We're currently going through a phase where we just answer questions with one word. You'd think he was 3. That's offended him. Okay,
It's
moving
called
on.
comedy.
More. Oh, right. Moving on. More
The
fabric.
youth will understand.
Yeah, you're not getting invited back. Here we are. It's another neutral. So this, I wonder how. If I show you the selvage, you'll get a better idea of the colour. It's a cream and a brown in a combined weave. So getting really close to the camera. Hopefully it will be vaguely in focus and you can see that it's a combined weave with the brown and the cream, which kind of makes it a brownish grey, which is, again, that's my neutral colour. So it's a different kind of take on the neutral colour from this one that we had a moment ago. But if I hold them together, you can see that it's the same sort of shade. And that was what I was going for. So this is a, what's it sold as? Denim look, chocolate and cream, linen and cotton. Well, I suppose it is denim look. It's definitely, can't speak. Definitely not. Are we boring you?
No.
I'm joking. It's not denim feel, it's much drapier than that. So it's much drapier than denim. Definitely a linen kind of feel, which I guess would make sense because it's linen and cotton. And for this fabric, again, I'm thinking trousers because I have actually quite a few really bright pairs of trousers, don't I? I've got bright red pair, bright blue pair, bright green pair, another pair that's sort of bright green as well. And not really many neutral pairs of trousers, especially if I don't count jeans. So this is again me building my neutral wardrobe and great for summer. So wide leg trousers, these probably are going to be Jenny trousers because they work really well. So that brings me on to one thing I am going to show you that I have made, which is this jumpsuit. Now I made this last year to go on holiday, but of course last year I was not present on my channel because there just weren't the minutes in the day. So you haven't seen it. So I thought I would show you. I showed you it on my Instagram a couple of days ago from when I'm filming this. So if you want to go and have a look on my Instagram, I think it will still be there, but I did a reel and it's the first reel I've done. And do reels disappear? You don't have Instagram, so you wouldn't know, would you? Okay. So it is a jumpsuit. It's got, the top is the myrtle dress from Seamwork. T-shirt underneath says, I will show you. It's a ready to wear T-shirt. This fastens with buttons here and nothing here. So you've got your classic jumpsuit thing of it's difficult to get out of. But, well, this is fun. Is my T-shirt. I bought that specially in lockdown for when I was doing yoga classes online.
Reminds me,
because I have a very sarcastic sense of humour.
reminds me of your other T-shirt.
Which
Right.
one?
The one where it says, it's like Google Translate and it says, oh well, never mind then, eh?
Yes.
And it translates to everything is awful and my day is ruined.
Yeah. I like sarcastic T-shirts. Anyway, I'm pairing it with the Me Made, which is the myrtle dress top from Seamwork. This is a stretch fabric. It's supposed to be a stretch fabric pattern, so to make it in wovens you have to really size up. but I've done that before, and then it is sewn on. There's elastic in this waistband, although not a lot. There is a zip from here down to about here on the side, and if I move the camera back, you will see a little bit better that it is wide leg trousers. I'll insert a little video of me walking around over his face as well, just because that will be funny. Oh, sad face. But you can't see it because you can see me walking around. Can't see my face either. So that concludes the fabric haul and the what have I made. So shall we move on to the what about this room? So this is a wide shot of our hallway. Right in front of you is our front door. Unfortunately, we have a stencil of the address name in the front door, so I've had to cover it over with cardboard. And then here is the bench that we were sat on a moment ago. And there's a rug, there's 4 cupboards, there's a boy. And then up here we've got the ceiling, which I painted a big pink triangle on. And we've got various bits and pieces. So I'm going to walk around and change the camera angle so you can see it from the other side. So then looking at it from the other side, there's still a boy in it. We've got 2 doors because the downstairs loo is the right hand door here, and then that is the door through to the rest of the house, where the boy is. And then there's some art above here, and back at the bench, my medium-sized Swiss cheese plant. So I'm going to tell you about a few bits and pieces in the room. First of all, we have got the light shades. The light shades are from IKEA. They are they come flat as paper and you scrunch them all together. I cannot remember what the product name is, but I will put it down below or in the link in the comments if I can remember.
There's one in my room.
There is one in your bedroom as well. Yes, there's 4 in here, as you can see. And then there's this big pink triangle that I showed you from the other side. So the roof size, you can see there's a roof window. It's a sloping roof, and I just wanted to kind of break that up. I didn't want the pink to just be on the roof, and I didn't want the pink to be on the walls, so I did a random triangle, and I love how it looks.
It's not a triangle.
It is sort of a triangle. It's good enough.
It's a trapezium.
Here is something that you may recognise from a hat recently featured on this channel. Here is a massive bunch of origami birds. Am I framed properly?
Yes, you are.
So I went through a phase of folding a lot of origami birds, and you saw some on the hat that I just had lying around. These ones I deliberately used to kind of create an art piece. These are frames that I got from a charity shop, painted over whatever the original picture was, and then the paper I was using was all ombre, so I kind of used the more solid ones there, and then started to get the pink ones until they're a bit more pink, and then all multicoloured, and as you can see they all kind of fly across there. I really love this, and lots of people who come to the door give me lots of compliments about it, which I'm very pleased about. The bench down below I also really love. So currently covered in lots of bits of fabric, but this bench was from John Lewis. It's an Urquell bench, and we use it as a dining bench when we have extra people. But it is really beautiful, and I intend that we have this for a very long time. So it wasn't cheap, but it's solid wood, and it's just such a gorgeous piece of furniture. Over here we've got framed. There's one of the pictures, which is basically just geological strata. And then above it is a painting that I did that is, I was just playing around with colours. It's all smooshed on and pushed together and stuff. But I originally had it in a therapy room where I used to work when I worked at charity. And then I brought it home and I thought, you know what, that would be a good place for it. And it is. So the practical side of this room is achieved by these cupboards. They are from IKEA, naturally. Everything in this house is pretty much from IKEA, although the bench I just said was from John Lewis, so immediately contradict myself. So the cupboards are from IKEA. I cannot remember what the product name is, but if I put it in the comments or I'll put it on the screen right now. What I love particularly is this transfer, which is not from
It's on
IKEA.
our door too.
Yeah, so it's the same that's on the front door, which is just where I'm pointing. It is window film, so you can use it for privacy, but I used it partly because, as you can see, this is Felix's. We have a cupboard each. Shoes in the bottom, coats in there. Here's mine. I have coat hangers for mine, and I keep handbag and cloth bags and stuff in there. But it means that you can have the glass, but you can have a design, and it basically there's junk in there and you can't really tell, which is a win.
That's all my shoes, but that's about 3% of your shoes. You have a stash upstairs.
Yes, I have more shoes than him. He recently discovered this and now it's a thing. Other than that, I have baskets on the top, and as I said, oh, I should probably tell you about the tiles around the edge. So the wall finish, oops, is painted around these walls here behind the cupboards because I couldn't be bothered tiling everywhere and was saving money. But around the sort of spaces where people will walk through that get a lot more punishment is tiles. So these were originally sold as wall tiles, sorry, floor tiles, but they can be used on walls as well, but they're particularly thick. But the idea is that it's super robust, so no scuffs, no marks, and they weren't super expensive. You can still get them. So again, I will put a link. I think I got them from a website called Walls and Floors. I think that was where they're from.
Did the edge come with them?
No, the edge
I've
was
never noticed
separate.
this before.
So the edge, that's a cat opening the door.
It is.
Hello, cat. Maria. Hello. So the edge, it's got a metal edge on the top. That's what Felix was just asking
I've
about.
never noticed it before.
Oh, well, it's always been there. And I think the final thing to say about this, but if there's anything in this room that you would like to see other than the pile of fabric that I haven't spoken about, the final thing is this rug. Now, let's move the pile of fabric. I should probably just have moved that before we filmed. So the rug is one of these outdoor rugs that you can have in the garden as well as in a house. And I chose it for in here because they're actually made of plastic and they're super robust. But as you can see, it's quite light coloured, but this gets muddy boots all over it all the time. You could take this rug outside and hose it down if you wanted to in the warm weather. I think it was originally from Asda, somewhere like that, and it was about £40. But it was a great idea because we've got a doormat, but it's not super big. It's one that you can chuck in the washing machine, but this also absorbs and traps dirt and keeps the place a lot cleaner and also makes the room look a bit more finished, I think. So that is it for the house tour for now from Maria, who's not really a cat that likes to be picked up, but she probably thinks I'm going to give her a treat, which she'd be right. From Felix and from me, it's goodbye for now, and we will see you next time. And next time, it is the sewing room tour. It's so exciting. I'm very excited.
Goodbye.
Bye.